Marvel Studios just released a new trailer for the Loki series on Disney Plus, and holy crap, I can definitely see why this might be Marvel's most anticipated series to date. So let's break down all the craziness, all the little teases that you missed, and speculate about where this is all heading. And yeah, it's Secret Wars. I can't stop. Secret Wars, Secret Wars, Secret Wars. Come on, Secret Wars, Feige, let's go! What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button. A reminder, a large part of what we are doing here at the Den of Nerds is happening over on our live streaming channel. Make sure you go check that out. Now, earlier today, I was actually preparing a stream for our live streaming channel. We stream Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I was originally going to talk about the Black Widow movie trailer that had dropped on Saturday. Wasn't able to do content for that on Saturday, and instead was looking forward to talking about the Black Widow trailer, which I thought was really cool and exciting, on Monday's morning stream. But alas, as I was getting stuff ready in the studios, Marvel was dropping another trailer. And I do just want to stop for a second and say that I find that kind of weird. Not dropping the Loki trailer on Monday, that makes total sense. It's pretty crazy, a good day to get people hyped up and excited and talking moving into the week. But what confuses me is dropping a Black Widow trailer not only during the weekend, but then also dropping it the weekend that you know you're going to drop a Loki trailer on Monday. Really doesn't seem like the biggest play because, as I said before, Loki is one of the most anticipated Marvel projects currently in development. Apparently, it is tracking with more hype and interest than Falcon the Winter Soldier and WandaVision combined. And when last we met our hype building heroes for Black Widow, we were in a pre-Pandy world, and I don't have to tell you that a year off and a bunch of rumors about new exciting Multiverse Spider-Man 3 Toby rumors, yeah, the old Black Widow hype train just doesn't really seem to be chugging along all that well. So the trailer starts off with Loki coming through some kind of weird TVA portal type thing. This appears to be the exact moment that he is brought into the TVA after perhaps being in that desert from the other trailer. We see him sort of pop up in that desert, not having the Tesseract, but it seemed like this was right after the events of Avengers Endgame, where he takes the Tesseract from that attempted time heist situation and ends up in this desert. Next, get some absolutely incredible music as Loki gives us a voiceover saying he knows what this place is. He says that the Timekeepers have built quite a circus and that the clowns are playing their part, just kind of being Loki, you know, just denigrating the whole thing, but also indicating that he is aware of what this place is and how it functions. We get Owen Wilson coming in, sort of making fun of him for being a big metaphor guy, saying it makes him seem really smart. He's talking about how he is really smart. Really interesting dynamic between him and the Owen Wilson Mobius character. Loki is then sent down a level, almost through an elevator shaft type thing, and he meets some person standing across from him with a big old pile of contracts saying, "Can you please sign this to let us know for sure that this is everything you've ever said?" We get the sick Marvel Studios logo with all the Loki words being broken throughout. We get a nice voiceover by Owen Wilson talking about how they protect the natural flow of time. They indicate that when Loki picked up the Tesseract, he broke time. And we even see through these really cool monitors and projections that there are branch timelines being created that do need to be fixed. And if you continue to see how this goes here, it does sort of look like the branch timelines could actually end up running into each other and causing all of time to just become a web rather than a through line. Now, I do want to pause here for a second because this is a very interesting sort of way to look at the same thing that the Ancient One was talking about with Bruce Banner during Endgame. And again, I want to mention that since Endgame, we have been speculating that it is possible that all of reality is breaking due to the events of Endgame and that, in fact, the Avengers did not, quote-unquote, get out clean when they did what they did to defeat Thanos. We get Loki asking Mobius, why me? Mobius is talking about how he needs his unique Loki perspective. And we are then introduced to the idea that this Loki is indeed a variant, but that there is something about this variant. We later sort of get this indication that Mobius has sort of put some faith into this variant of Loki, sort of indicating that he has enough belief in himself for both of us. And frankly, there's something way bigger going on here, and it is probably more than the fact that Loki with the Tesseract broke reality that is making Mobius want to use him to get his help to fix reality. Now, we see this masked figure here that seems to be either using Loki's weapons, maybe even a different version of Loki, but this is indeed somebody that is causing trouble. It could be Kang, as there have been many rumors of Kang being involved, or it could even be Lady Loki or a different version of Loki, and we'll get into all of that in a little bit here. But we get sort of a ton of different shots, action pieces with the hooded figure doing some action, Loki ending up in different timelines, the time variance authority facing off with Loki, Loki facing off with other enemies. We do see these crazy asteroid things going on with this purple light. We will see multiple shots of this, and I do want to speculate about that in a bit as well. We get Loki sort of saying he thinks it's adorable that Mobius thinks that he could ever manipulate him. We get more crazy shots, Loki on the throne, reality breaking, him walking through some kind of crazy corridors. This shot that we've seen in the different trailers before of him getting sort of turned on by all of his people, we think these could be alternate universe versions of Loki and Thor. We then have this dialogue scene between Loki and Mobius. Loki says, "You can trust me." Now, Owen Wilson's character says something really interesting here. He says, "I've seen almost every moment from your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times," and like it's a humorous thing, but there's something there, guys. He says, "I've seen almost every moment of your life." There have been some moments of Loki's life that have happened outside of the normal time strain, which I think might have to do with why he is so important to the time variance authority and what Mobius is ultimately trying to do. And this reminds me of the scene earlier where they have Loki want to sign the documents to indicate that is everything he has ever said, meaning they're trying to double check if there is a variance between everything they have on file for what Loki has said and what he has actually said. They're trying to fill in the gaps that they do not have access to for his timeline and existence. After that sequence, we get a bunch of cool little action sequences indicating just how crazy the show is going to be. Loki fighting, more of the purple sky business happening. This crazy shot right here, which I think is Black Widow, but 1,000,001 people indicated to me on the morning stream and then again on Twitter that there's a lot of evidence to suggest that is not Black Widow and is instead a female version of Loki, or the Enchantress or something like that.
Flashback.
Not Natasha? Scott, like, why wouldn't that be Natasha? Like, please explain to me why that's not Natasha. It's female Loki? Like, why? Tell me why. Natasha didn't die with short hair? Not Natasha, huh? Let's see here. Natasha didn't die with short hair. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, I feel like if you want to tell me that's not Natasha because she has short hair, I'm going to tell you, if that's really the thing that you find weird about this shot, okay. That's what I'll say. They said it's Lady Loki? Who said it's Lady Loki? Who said it's Lady Loki? They. Yeah, you guys are... They confirmed her casting. Okay, so there's somebody that's cast? This cannot possibly... I'm going to freak out on you guys. Yeah, you guys are ridiculous. Getting a call right now. It's probably Kevin Feige. He's probably like, bro, keep him off the trail. Anyway. You guys, dude. Anyways, jeez. It's Mephisto, confirmed. Y'all are too much, dude. All right. Clearly, I will look into that and check it out. But, like, I don't know, guys. That's, like, what is more probable? You know what I mean? That a female Loki shapeshifted into Black Widow? To do fucking what?
End of flashback.
More on that in a moment. I believe we see shots of Loki fighting in one of the sanctums here, which is really interesting. This appears to be a shot of Loki where the original Iron Man village was. Now, what are the theories? What are people talking about? Well, that purple sky thing seems to be really interesting. A lot of people think this could be when the times are colliding, when those variant timelines are colliding. Perhaps we're seeing the destruction of reality as time sort of falls in on itself. I know other people have said that they think different things with the Infinity Stones are going on here, and so you technically see different colors for all of these different shots that do seem to line up with different aspects of the stones. But as far as I remember, the purple color was for the Power Stone, and I don't quite see how the Power Stone abilities or whatever would be manifesting themselves as reality was breaking apart. I think this is likely an indication of it all breaking apart, and possibly even a little subtle tease at the villain of Kang the Conqueror. Kang, of course, does have purple as one of his main colors of his costume and motif, and so maybe there's some kind of a tease going on there. Also, when it comes to this shot, I really did think this was Vormir and that was Black Widow, but there does seem to be an amazing amount of evidence to suggest that that's not Natasha at all, and it very much is likely to be either female Loki or Enchantress. And that would indicate the possibility of that scene at the end being the two of them after running and trying to stop each other, or he's trying to stop her or whatever, getting to the end of the line there, sitting side by side, watching all of the timelines be destroyed. And then Loki will probably come up with some crazy idea to save it all, go back in time again and do something like that. But that probably is indicating that that is what is being set up. Now, I did want to mention this character right here. Okay, so apparently this right here is an actress named Gugu Mbatha, and she is confirmed to be playing Judge Renslayer in the Loki series. In the comics, Kang the Conqueror was in love with Ravonna Renslayer, and so some people are saying this could be a tease and an indication that Kang has already taken over the timeline. Some people even think that the three heads posted behind that actress could well be Kang and different versions of Kang, and that Kang may have already taken over the timeline and is in control of the TVA. And perhaps what Loki did actually ruined what Kang had going on, and the TVA is acting under the guise of setting everything back to normal, but really they just want Kang to eliminate Loki so that he can continue to have control over everything. It's also possible that reality breaking is screwing things up for Kang, and Kang is actually trying to help everything out, but Lady Loki perhaps wants to destroy everything. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things that could be going on here with either Kang, with, Loki, with Lady Loki, with other versions of Loki. Who knows exactly what is going on, but I will say this. This show looks incredibly interesting, and just like WandaVision, I think it's going to get our theory brains working. We're going to be speculating, getting into all sorts of crazy theories, looking way too deeply into all the different things that are going on, and I think there's a lot of fun in that. I hope we don't get boner joked at the end of this one, and I don't think that we will, as I think that Loki, more so than WandaVision, will have the full scope of its vision actually all put out there, and hopefully a really, really satisfying ending, which I do believe will tie into Thor 4. And on that speculation, I do believe something with Gore the God Butcher, the idea of Mjolnir and different hammers and things like that, could also be sort of teased in what is happening with this Loki character. But I do think that the main gist of the show will revolve around Loki, time, and also tease in this crazy idea of the multiverse breaking. Now, last thing, and I've talked about this a million different times, but again, I want to say that the Loki series does seem to introduce ideas that track with the Time Runs Out Jonathan Hickman Avengers run, which did lead into Secret Wars with God Emperor Doom, stopping the Beyonders from destroying all of the multiverse and grabbing little bits of the multiverse to put it all together on Battle World, which then eventually became the multiverse once again. And not only have I heard that this is exactly what Marvel is planning, but a lot of the evidence from the different rumors, speculative things, and insiders information that we've been talking about, it all tracks with heading towards Secret Wars. We think Quantumania will play a big part in this. We do think that WandaVision will play a part in this, even though we don't have all the answers from that show. And we do believe that Loki will play a big part in all of this. And I think that's mainly why Marvel fans are looking forward to Loki so much. And I really hope we actually get some of that in there. I totally totally understand that maybe we had too much anticipation and hype and build up for WandaVision. It was just to show more about Wanda's trauma, and it definitely wasn't introducing us to mutants. I get it. My bad. But I also think Loki needs to dazzle, needs to do crazy things, and needs to introduce us to these ideas of Secret Wars. So I'm really hoping that we just put it out there a little bit more, just kind of show us that this is what's happening. Because at this point, it feels like they're kind of playing coy to save for spoilers, but it kind of waters down the content. I'm not able to get as hyped about it, and I don't know. That's maybe just me, but I wanted to bring that up. I think Secret Wars is on the way, and I'm hoping Loki is not shy about how it's going to set some of that up. But there you have it, guys. Breakdown of the trailer, some crazy stuff you missed, what people are saying about it online, and how I think it will all tie together to Secret Wars. Of course, let us know your thoughts. Let us know if we missed anything in the trailer. We'll definitely be talking about this and more on the live streaming channel and in other videos. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.